So I'm very keen on listening to podcasts. I think I'm actually listening to more things than reading at the moment, and that's good. But I was listening to a lovely podcast interview with Martin Shaw this morning, who's a storyteller and very connected to the land. And there was one phrase that jumped out at me. I had to write it down. And he said, "Your incompleteness is your authenticity." It's kind of wonderful. Made me think about the idea of yearning, that kind of space, the yearning, the desire for the divine, a call to self. That's that space. That's precious, and we shouldn't, but maybe thinking of it as something that's not good. Maybe we need to change our minds around that. So it's a bit like the Leonard Cohen song, there's a crack where the light gets in. So it's our incompleteness. Your incompleteness is your authenticity. And I almost forgot just to be complete. The bell. I always feel a bit incomplete when I don't have the bell. Feels like we're starting. And we're going to lie down in Shavasana. So lay your body down if it's not laid down already. Yeah. Just take a breath in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Have a little shuffle and move on the floor. See how your back feels. It's just good to get on the floor and get your back on the ground. And we get into much more of our kind of physical, animal, embodied body. And just to really feel that whole body and feel our connection with the ground, just lying with your feet apart, feet falling out to the sides, arms away from the body, back of the arms on the ground. Just lift the chest, place it down, chin slightly tucked in, or a little small pillow or rolled blanket, folded blanket. Close your eyes and let's chant the mantra Om really loud and long. Really feel that in your body, that sound. Not just a little head squeaky sound, but a whole embodied sound. Vibrate your body, breathing in. One more, loud and long. So feeling that vibration in your body and just enjoy that for a second. And let's just feel our full length by bringing the legs together, pointing the toes, extending the arms above the head, and just extending, feeling the breath in the body. Always watch out not to overextend. Just always feel that you're moving into the space that your body's allowing. So we're allowing the space, this sense of this idea of incompleteness, just allow the space. We don't have to fill it with things. So take hold of the left wrist with the right hand, push the left heel away on the ground, breathing into the body, create that space, enjoy that space, push the heel away on the out breath, drawing the arms upwards, and then also over the head, let the head roll over to rest on the top of the right arm. Let's see if we can gently find our extension, our full extension. Allow the body to expand. Breathing in is just breathing in, filling the body with air. And as you breathe out, pushing the heel away, drawing the arm up. Enjoy that extension. Notice when you're getting into forcing or pushing or overextending, just pull back a little bit. One more breath in. And release, let go of that arm. Let the arms rest on the ground. For a moment, just enjoy the difference, that comparison. Take hold of the right wrist, the left hand. Relax the left leg now. Just roll it around a little bit to remind it. Now breathing in to the right side. Breathing out, push the right heel away. Maybe even tensing the right buttocks slightly to help this extension. And just drawing that right wrist upwards and over the head. So we're getting a lovely length, lovely kind of big curved shape in the right side. Let the head roll over to rest the side of the head on the upper left arm. And this just really helps to relax the left side and encourage the right side to expand, to extend. It always feels great, I find. One more breath in and release. And already we feel a little bit longer, more spacious, kind of enjoying the ground a little bit more of our backs. The arms rest on the ground, so however wide you need to make them is fine, as long as they're rested on the ground and not feeling like they're kind of like half off the ground. The elbows rested, breathing in to the chest, to the body, and breathing out through the nostrils, lifting the arms up, the fingertips to the ceiling, so the arms are straight here as they reach up. They're reaching forwards and reaching the ground as you finish the out breath. The in breath, just let the legs relax on the ground. It's all about the inhale and the exhale. This is a great little practice to help to focus, to center. And through doing that, by focusing your attention, practicing that focus of attention through connecting the body and breath, you'll find your body and your mind relaxes a little bit, because it's being given something very simple and practical to do. And then maybe when you start doing these more mindful exercises that, it's difficult, it's challenging, your mind constantly wandering off. That's really normal. It's like a brand new puppy, it's kind of excited and interested and curious and worried. And it's running around all over the place, a million different kind of thoughts coming in and out. So we have to practice focusing and being able to have some kind of mastery over that mind, so that at times we can focus in. Let the arms rest at the side, and let's just hug the knees. Let's enjoy ourselves a little bit. Yeah, hugging the knees, rocking side to side. Just feeling the lower back, getting some attention, maybe feeling it's expanding a little bit with its contact with the ground. We're just giving it some ground, we're giving it some movement and loosening. Rub the knees, let's circle the knees a little bit. Yeah, really getting our focus in our bodies, in our breaths. Now as you inhale, take the knees away, holding onto them with the fingers. Inhale fully, and as you exhale, draw the knees in, lift the head up towards the knees. So we're getting a nice curve, lifting the tail off the ground. Inhale. Very simple, very effective, keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils. Inhaling, extend the arms. Exhaling, draw the knees in, lift the nose towards the knees. And we're flattening the back as we inhale, so getting the full inhale, and then we're squeezing the breath out, making ourselves as small as possible. If you want, you could make that extension more exaggerated by taking the arms up as you inhale, taking the legs away as far as you feel is comfortable. Don't overdo that. And breathing out, we come back into this tiny little form. So we're expanding with the inhale and contracting with the exhale. Squeeze. Inhaling. Expand. Exhaling, contract. You can see, I'm extending fully my legs and keeping them off the ground, but only do that if that feels good for you today. If you feel like, your abdominals want to be fired up and that you can keep the back glued to the ground. So there's no gap here when you're at that full extension. And that means that you're using your abdominals rather than using your back. We don't want to hurt the back. And let's move this into this circling of the knees. So let's take that a little bit bigger by circling the knees even more, going in opposite directions. They come together, they come into the body, and then the inhale, taking the knees away, exhale, knees fall away to the sides and draw back to the body on the exhale. Inhaling, knees going away, exhaling, knees coming towards. So we're making the space, we're drawing these two circles with the knees, and then what's happening is we're freeing up the hips, we're giving them some attention, we're giving them some very steady, easeful movement, focusing our full attention just on the breath and the movement, And notice when it wants to wander off the mind. Notice. And when you notice, that's a signal to bring it back. So it's good to notice. Breathing in. It doesn't matter if it's every single second your mind wanders off. Just keep bringing it back over and over. Never give up. Breathing out, coming back into the body. And let's change direction, starting with the knees away and together. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knees in, take the knees apart. Inhale as the knees come away. Exhale. Feel the breath. Big and expansive. Long exhale. Feel the breath is in the hip joint. Feel like the breath is really creating ease and release in the hip. Also obviously working into the back and the sacrum. And then bring the knees together. And let's just put the right foot on the ground, slide that right leg away and bring that left knee into the body. Left hand on the front of the knee, right hand lower onto the ankle. Just draw that knee into the body, breathing in. Knee goes away, breathing out, draw the knee into the body. So we're just giving that a little bit of an expansion across the groin there. Inhale, soften, exhale, squeeze out the breath. And then we're going to extend that left leg. If that feels like, whoa, that's a little bit tight and you're finding it difficult to straighten the leg, just soften that a little bit by putting the right foot on the floor. Take the hands behind the left thigh, pushing the heel up to the ceiling, drawing the toes towards you, so really lengthening the back of that leg. Either like this or like this. And just stop yourself from pulling. We don't want to pull this leg. We don't want to we want to unlearn that kind of pushing and forcing, particularly when it's involving the body and our mind. We need to make efforts. We need to, kind of sometimes take actions, but they need to be coming from a stable place, a place of care as well, a place of care and kindness, kind efforts, drawing the leg towards you. And then we'll bend the knee again. And then take the right hand onto that left knee and take it right over the body. It's quite a strong twist. So take it slowly as you breathe out and extend the left arm out to the left, looking down the left arm. So this lovely strong twist, very liberating for the spine. And breathe into this. See if you can breathe deeply, even though the breath is slightly constricted with the twist. Taking the head right over to the left shoulder down, breathing deeply through the spine, breathing out. Good. Watching out for the pushing. And just stepping back from the pushing and instead focusing more on that breath, particularly the out breath. Good. Now slowly as you inhale, lift the knee to center, lift the head to center. Give that another little squeeze. Place the sole of the foot on the ground, slide it away. And lift the right knee up. Right hand on the front of the right knee, left hand lower down, maybe onto the foot or ankle. Let's see if we can just squeeze that right knee into the body. So good, this lovely expansion across the groin. Breathing in, take the knee away. Breathing out, draw the knee into the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Squeeze. Extend the leg up, push the heel up to the ceiling, draw the toes towards you, take hold behind the thigh. Again, you can bend that left knee and put the foot on the floor if it feels a little bit strong. Maybe you can give that back of the thigh a little bit of a rub just to encourage it. Encourage that space. Why not? It feels good. Yeah, breathe. Now we're here. Breathe. Allow the relaxation, the extension to happen. The space, creating space in the body. And then we're just going to bend the knee again. Left hand on the right knee, right hand out to the side, palm flat down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, take the knee over, right over the body to the left. Just going to let again, right over to the left. Which way are we going? Oh yes, right over to the left. And looking down the right arm. So this lovely twist. So we're on the second side of the twist now. Breathe deeply. Good. Now Lift the knee up to center on the inhale, bring the head up to center, give that knee a little squeeze, and then bring the other knee up and have another little roll around on your back. Stick the hands behind the knees. Let's have a little rock along the length of the spine. And just enjoy that little rocking and rolling, stimulating the back a little bit, getting the back moving. And then see if you can roll up to seated or just bring yourself up to seated. And then we're going to come onto all fours. So just place the hands underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, bend the elbows, knees underneath the hips, make sure there's space between them, feet flat behind. And let's just go with these opposites. So lifting the right arm, extending it forwards, extending the left leg back. So opposite movements. Stable left hand, but not locked shoulder. Take that shoulder back, nice and open here. Exhale, bring that right hand down, left knee down. Inhale, look forwards, extend from fingertip to toe. Exhale, bring the hand down, bring the knee down. Inhale, exhale. Let the hands land together. Really feel the ground, breathing in. Looking into the distance, breathing out, looking down into the earth, down into the ground. Just feel the difference, of that exhale and that ground feeling, and the extension and the inhale and the exhale. Just enjoying the full extent of your breath. Breathe out fully. Inhale fully. Imagine the breath is going right to the tips of the fingers, right to the tip of the toe, and then we're bringing it into the ground, exhaling. So it's a strong, direct feeling and a softened feeling there. Or maybe it feels different to you. How does it feel, that inhale and that exhale? Really feel and notice and be aware and pay attention to your breath, breathing out. Let's do one more either side. Inhale, exhale. I think we started on the right, so make sure we finish on the left, or the left hand rather. Inhale, exhale, sit back into the heels, slide the hands away from you, bring the forehead to the ground, just enjoying your back, sit deeply into the heels. Creep the fingers forwards and breathe into the ribs here, breathe into the back body. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Long, slow out breath. And then we'll have a nice releasing breath in here as well. Breathing in through the nostrils. Sighing out through the mouth. Release. Let's continue with that breath. So on the inhale, come up to all fours. And on the exhale, taking the hips forwards, opening the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, coming up to all fours. Exhale, sit back into the heels, send the sitting bones back, forehead reaches the ground. Inhale, exhale. Yeah. Inhaling, exhaling, sit deeply back. Exhale, empty everything out. We're creating space here. Inhale. On the exhale, going as far forward in this as you feel comfortable, or as long as the out breath is there. And then the inhale lifts you back up, and the exhale, sit back. So we're really staying in tune with our breath, letting our breath support us, anchoring. The breath is our anchor, it's our focus. It's a very mindful practice. Good. One more breath in, and sitting back in the heels on the out breath. Sweep the hands back into the pose of the child, back of the arms on the ground. Shoulders relax forward, relax the jaw. Sometimes it's a good way of relaxing the jaws a few ways. You can smile, you can stick your tongue out. And you can also do this nice sound, so breathing in through nostrils. Yeah, feels good to do that. So we'll do it again, breathing in. So let your cheeks be really soft and relaxed in this position. Okay, let's slide the hands forwards. Extend the fingers forward, spread the fingers wide. We're going to come into a downward dog. So come up onto all fours to begin. Breathing in, tuck the toes under. Breathing out, lift the knees off the ground Let's just get the legs a bit more warmed up. Luckily, we warmed up the hamstrings already a little bit. So we're just pressing the left heel down, bending the right knee. And you can make that quite an exaggerated movement to get into the hips a little bit as well. And also keep those fingers spread wide, keep the hands really grounded, soften the elbows, create space between the shoulder blades, lengthen the body, keep the tummy tucked in. So you can get that length in the whole of the back, as if someone was pulling your tail. If you had a tail there, they'd be pulling it backwards and upwards. Take a moment there. And then just walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees, let the body hang, enjoy that body. Have a little sway, bringing your weight to the left and the right foot just to release the back. Notice where are you feeling that release in your back? Is it in the lower back? Is it between the shoulder blades? Is it in the shoulders? Just enjoy that feeling. And sigh out through the mouth, breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth to release any tension that's there and create more space. More space for the breath, more space for you, and just come to a stillness. Really let go all your breath, empty. Keeping the knees bent, lift and bring your attention to your base of your spine. Feel that lift, let it travel up the spine, each little vertebrae, one at a time. Keep the knees soft or bent. Slowly ripple up through the spine until you're standing. Let the shoulders roll them back. Let's continue a couple more of those shoulder rolls with that movement. Lifting the shoulders, rolling them back. Lift the shoulders, roll them back. Good. We continue a little bit more by lifting the elbows, rolling them back, following it on, bending the knees as well. So get this very fluid movement. And the arms are coming up and they're going right to the ceiling. So we're really opening everything up. We're glad to be standing on our 2 feet on the ground, breathing in, feeling our physical body. Yeah, and the breath in it. Good. Okay. And take the feet a little bit wide. Bend the knees. And let's loosen all of that and feel the space around us and these twists. Keep the back upright. We're standing now, so keep this upright. This is upright. This is staying here. But the arms are moving around. And the knees are bending and everything else is just free. Yeah. So we have a lovely strong back. Everything else can be soft. Strong back, soft front. Yeah. Wild, expressive heart. Looking right behind you, bend those knees. Let's free ourselves up. Yeah, feel the space around you. Feel the space inside you. Enjoy, enjoy. Oh, yeah, feel that air, that wind coming into the body. And we're going to just get everything a bit more coordinated. So lifting the left knee, meeting it with the right hand, and then the other way around. So make it bright and lively. If you feel like smiling, smile. And if you don't feel like smiling, smile. Or at least try it. Try it out. Why not? It's good for releasing tension in the face. And then we're going to just extend the leg, meet it with the opposite hand. Let's get the body connected with the brain. Coordination, bit of balance. And also warming and limbering the body, getting it ready. And then we're going to take the leg out to the side and the opposite arm over the head. So we have this movement, opening up the sides of the body, breathing in and out of the nostrils. Yeah, just enjoy the movement of the body and the breath and the flow. Okay. Actually, let's get the hips going a little bit as well. Lift up the knee, open it out to the side. Lift it high. Breathe, breathe. Give everything breath. Feel what's going on. Feel your feelings. What is being released? What is being acknowledged as you move and breathe? Good. Okay. And let's just open the heart a little bit. Pummeling the
whole chest area. Maybe make some sound. Let's make some sound with this. Breathing in. And then let your sound out. Good. Shake the hands off. Okay. And we're just going to come to standing at the front of the mat. So we're going to come into triangle, Trikonasana. So let's stand nice and tall. Feel your body, feel your feet, feel your head. Everything. Standing tall. Check your feet are parallel, hips width apart. Lift the toes, place them down. Feel the connection with the earth. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right. Face the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, expand. Open the heart. Breathing out, reaching over to your left and down. Soften those knees. It's tendency at that point to lock the knees. Like I can feel that tendency in myself. This is how I get reminded, because my body's doing the same thing as yours is probably. So soften those knees, feel the ground. What happens when we do that? Just try that out. Just get the knees a bit activated and think, oh yeah, okay, I can feel the ground now. Keep that hip nice and steady and stable. Reaching up away from there. So there's lovely long length in the right side, reaching right into the fingers, keeping the shoulders, both of them down away from the ears. You can keep your neck, make sure it's in line with your spine, so don't let it hang. And equally, if it doesn't feel good to look up at the hands, then don't worry about that, just look forwards. And if this feels too much of a strain as well, lifting the right arm up, you can take it behind the back. Always that's an option. And that's actually, if you find it difficult to open up the chest, this is a great way, just adding that weight of the arm behind you, is to try that out. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight onto the right, step back with the left. Square the hips, breathe in, lift the arms, lift the chest. Fill your body with space. Breathing out, arms come down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, shoulders down. Breathing out, reaching over to the right and down. Make contact with that leg, reaching up away. So strong legs, soft knees. Just have that bendy knee again, check that out. Feel the ground with the toes. So lifting them up and placing them down. Long neck. Again, you have this option of taking the arm behind the back. Try it out, see how it feels. You can just change that around, see how that feels. What's happening when I do that? Yeah, my chest really opens up more and it keeps my left shoulder away from my ear. Reminds me to do that. So breathe. Feel the length from the left side, breathe. Use the inhale to come up. Lifts you up, exhale, lower the arms down slowly. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment. We're going to come into reverse triangle. So the same distance of a step back with the right, but then point both feet forward, feet parallel. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest. Breathing out, arms come down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand. Breathing out, turning towards the right leg. Breathe in. Out breath, left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg. Reaching up with the right hand, or wherever you can reach. It could be higher up the leg. It could be down the ankle. You could have a block here also if you wanted to. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Open the chest. Chest wants to look up at the ceiling. Fingers are reaching up to the ceiling. Breathe. One more breath in. And reach the right hand down to the right foot. Step the left hand over to the left. Into this wide leg forward bend. Bring the fingers to the center. Coming onto the fingertips, use the inhale to look forwards, lift and look forwards, take the chest forwards. And the exhale, forward bending. Maybe flattening the hands or looking back between the legs there. So make sure the legs are strong, not bent, and these are soft though. Take the hands to the waist, lift the eyes again and lift the chest, but just halfway. So lifting the elbows up to keep the back and keep the chest open. Strong back, you can hold the back if you need to. Breathe out, breathing in, lift up. Two standing and breathe out. Good. Again, breathe in. Lift the arms up, breathing out, arms come down to the sides, breathing in, expand the chest, breathing out, turn towards your left leg, breathe in. Out breath, right hand comes down to the outside of the left leg, wherever you can go to, and the left hand reaches up to the ceiling. So we've got this lovely twist. It's more difficult to get that left shoulder away from the left ear, but keep moving it away. That's the direction we're moving in. Breathe deeply. Expand the chest. Breathe. Breathe as deeply as you can. Find the edges of your breath. One more breath in. Take the left hand down to the left foot, right hand steps over to the right. This time we're just going to bend the knees and let the body hang. Just ragdoll, wide leg ragdoll. Yeah, breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Release the back, release. You feel the back of the hips getting some release, the arms, the shoulders, everything releasing. Breathing in. Out through the mouth. Keep the knees bent and feel the lift coming from the base of the spine. So it's pulling up from here first of all. Leave the arms heavy. Keep the knees bent. Leave the head heavy. Slowly uncurl, unfurl, up to standing. Calm and standing. Oh, yeah. Enjoy that feeling. Just keep the legs wide, but turn the feet out. Okay, so they're just at a slight angle, maybe 45 degrees, something like that. And we're going to come into a goddess today. So, yeah. This is where we need some space in ourselves to create the fire. Good. This will just burn up anything that we don't need. So we first of all take the hands to the heart and we just get the legs a bit more lively, get them warm. So the knees, just checking, have a look at the knees and making sure they're in the same line as your toes. So adjust the toes to suit the knees if you like, because that's also your hip, how open your hips can be. Ideally, we want to get the knees quite wide, but within your realm of movement there. Keep the chest lifted, keep the front of the body long, keep the shoulders back. The bottom's tucked in, so we're not pushing the bottom back. We're trying to just keep that strong here, this strong band around the body. And then if you want to, you can also do some little side bends. This is strong if you want to lively up your thighs, strengthen your thighs. This is a great one to do. So just kind of moving from one to the other. Breathe all the time. Support yourself with your breath. Maybe straightening and leaning over. If your knees feel okay with that. So a lot of it will be the thighs doing the work. Good. Then come up to standing. Good. So the goddess, breathing in. Out breath. Fingers spread wide. Really strong arms. Tongue and eyes wide. Breathing in. Give it some fire. Good. It's really outwards. Expressive. Go again. Good. And we'll just take up a breath in between. We'll do one more. Breathe in and breathe out. Gather yourself. Just feel this fire is going to really move through your system, fire you up, and create that space you need. Breathing in. Good. And just bring your feet together, however you want me to. Give your legs a little shake. And we're going to follow that fire with another bit of fire, warrior one. So coming to the back of your mat, feet in a little V shape, space between the heels, weight on the left foot, step forward, a big step with the right, big step. Take the hips so they are facing the short edge of the mat, facing forwards, right hip back, left hip forward. Push the left heel down, back leg is strong. Breathing in, lift the arms up. There's a space between the hands above the head, and as you breathe out, you're going to bend into the right knee. Remember, as that right knee comes forward, you're pushing back with equal effort and emphasis into the left heel. Look up at the space between the hands. See if you like doing that. If you don't, then you can just keep your face looking forwards. If you find that's a little bit destabilizing. Again, if you're feeling slightly wobbly, you can always widen your stance. Widening it this way. That's length, and we call that, and that's width. All the time thinking about the position of your hips, that grounding back foot. Breathe. Lengthen the upper body. The base of the body, you're thinking about Mula Bandha, you're drawing up the pelvic floor there to keep that strength and that stability, that power. So we're using the fire of the goddess here in our warrior. Good, stable and strong, ready to act. Use the inhale to lift up, exhale, lower the arms down to the sides, and then we're going to come into a forward bend. We can either hold the back here as you come forwards or extend. So inhale, wherever you start from, just have that front knee, make sure it's soft. It's not bent, but it's not locked out because that's going to cause problems. Breathing out, coming forwards, strong belly, strong back, reaching forwards. Hand either side of this right foot, looking at the toes, not looking at the knees, but keeping the lengthened spine rather than kind of bending in the spine. So you'll notice as soon as I look back, my spine is bent. As soon as I look forwards and the chest comes forwards, then my spine is long. Good. So we're lengthening this right leg. Think of it as lengthening, pushing the big toe into the ground, lifting the right sitting bone or the right hip away and up to the ceiling. And just allow that to happen. Allow that space. Good. There is effort here. There is action. But there is also breath. And there is some compassion for ourselves in here. We're not pushing. Bend the knee and let's walk the hands up the leg. Bend into the knee a lot to spring back to the back of the mat. Let's give the legs a little shake. Keep the feet on the ground, just shaking the knees, give the legs a little wriggle. Then reset, weight on the right foot, step forward with the left. Big step forward. Again, you can widen the stance if you need to. Right hip forward, left hip back. Notice how immediately also I'm pushing into that right heel to keep myself really stable and encourage that right hip to go forward. Strong right buttock. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Space between the hands, shoulders down though. Breathing out, bending into the left knee, pushing back. Even effort here. It's like these 2 points want to move away from each other, like they're on an elastic band or like a bow and arrow. You know, this kind of tension. Or dynamic is a better word, I think. Looking up at the space between the hands, if you enjoy that extra emphasis on the balance. All the time sending that right hip forward, all the time thinking about the tailbone coming down, strong belly, length in the body, strong base of the body, draw that pelvic floor, that Mula Bandha. This is strong, but keep the breath moving, keep that energy loop. Feel that heart at the center. Power there. Breathing in, straighten up. Breathing out, lower the arms down. Bending into that left knee and bringing yourself back to the back of the mat. Oops, no, I forgot something there. Almost forgot the forward bend. So step forward again if you have stepped back. We don't want to be uneven, do we? We want to keep it balanced. So I'm going to keep this left leg outstretched. Again, holding the back or extending. Inhale, exhaling, coming over that leg, soften the knee. Coming forwards, meeting the ground with the hands or fingertips. You can bend the knee if you need to. And then we're going to lengthen the left leg. So feel the big toe going into the ground, looking at the big toe. And feel the left sitting bone, the left hip reaching up away. So we're lengthening this leg, creating space. So with our intention and with our breath, and with our patience, you know, we be patient, we take some time with it, and we pay attention to what's happening in the body. Good. Now bend into the left knee, walk the hands up the leg, bend into the left knee and spring back. Now we spring back. Give the legs a little shake, feet stay on the ground, give the shoulders a little shake as well, and give it a bit of sound. Breathing in. Good. And again. So just shaking off any kind of stuff, any little fear actually. It's good for shaking. Shaking is a great thing. Our balance. So we're going to come into dancer. Again, very heart opening balance. You can use a wall or furniture if you need to. Let's put all the weight into the left foot, stand up tall through that leg, holding onto the right foot with the right hand, either inside or outside grip. If you're inside grip, the thumb's going backwards, outside grip, thumbs going forwards. That's an easy way to know how you're doing that. Almost having a feeling of lengthening the front of that thigh by pushing the knee down, or having the knees level rather than in front here. Now make the connection between the thumb and the first finger. Make sure you're not gripping on that standing foot. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Lift the chest, lengthen the body, and then taking the body forwards, taking the hand forwards and the arm forwards. So you've got this lovely length, and then extend and kick up that right toe to the ceiling. Opening, expanding, and even smiling, enjoying this beautiful pose, this dancer, dancing, this dance of life. Yeah. Breathe. You can place a hand against the wall or whatever you have there, a piece of furniture. And then using the inhale to come up, exhale, lower the arm down and lower that right leg. Give the legs a good shake. Yeah. And breathe. Good. Other side, so put the weight onto the right foot. Find a point for your eyes to focus. Really settle. The body's relaxed and settled. So going in this soft place, taking hold of the left foot in the left hand, inside or outside grip. Getting the front of that thigh, that quad, getting nice and open by leveling the knees up. Try and keep the shoulders level as you can as well. Connecting the thumb and first finger. Inhale, lift that arm up. Maybe watch it with your eyes. That's a challenge for your balance already. And then taking that hand forward and watching it with the eyes. Leaning the body forwards, straightening up through the leg, strong leg, and then taking the heel away from the backside, the toe is pointing towards the ceiling, opening the chest, opening the heart, smiling, enjoying, breathing deeply, expanding. Ungrip the toes if you dare. Let your body feel this sensation of balance. Use the inhale to come up. Use the exhale to lower the arm down and lower the leg down. Give the legs a good shake again. Okay. Let's just take the feet apart. Let's come into another little loosening and feeling that space. Keeping the chest upright, keeping the head upright so this stays nice and stable and the rest of it is free. Feel that space, breathe. Loosen everything up. Let the backs and the hands smack into the lower back. Yeah, let's just give ourselves a little bit of a rub there. So taking the knuckles either side of the lower spine. Wow, yeah. Just liven that up a little bit. Okay. Our gratitude moment, or our appreciation and gratitude, appreciation of what is. So just check your feet are parallel and hips width apart on the ground. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Feel, have a little bit of feel of the ground with your toes. Yeah, how's it feel? How's that mat or floor or carpet feel underneath your feet? Lift the chest, breathe. Take a moment just to stand here and feel your breath and feel your ground and feel the back of the neck is long and feel your crown, that openness in the crown to receive. Okay, breathe in through the nostrils, also breathing out through the nostrils and pointing the fingers down to the ground, watching it with your eyes, and then inhaling, open the hands up, really open and extending the fingers out as you inhale, reaching up as far as you can, bringing the hands together and breathing out, bringing the hands back through the heart, down to the ground again. And do this in time with your breath. So inhaling, reaching right into the full extent, big, big, big circle. You're like scooping everything up. And as you do this, watching it still with your eyes to keep your attention focused, just notice, what is it that I am appreciating today in this moment? What am I appreciating? What do I feel grateful for? I feel grateful for the swoop of that breath. I inhale. Yeah. What am I appreciating, experiencing? What does gratitude feel like in my body, in my experience? What does appreciation feel like? Very similar, but have a slightly different feeling, appreciation and gratitude. So, just allowing all of this abundance of feeling to come into this space we've created in the body. It's like we're filling it up with flowers where there might have been a load of mud or gristle. We've created space for all this beauty to be experienced and to grow in us. And let the hands land for the last time in front of the heart, lifting the heart towards those hands. You might even make a connection. You feel the thumbs just gently touching that heart space. Soften the knees, feet on the ground, close the eyes, and breathe. Breathe into that heart space. Notice how it feels now. How does it feel? Does it feel full? Does it feel empty? Does it feel hard? Does it feel kind of flowy? Does it feel a mixture? Does it feel spacious or cramped? How does the heart actually feel right now? And just notice that sense. Maybe there's a sense of yearning there, which I just sensed. So that desire, that yearning, that wanting, that pulling towards. Good. Drop the hands down. So we're going to come into a little squat now. Actually, we'll come into a squat by just coming down into a squat. So we can just release the hips a little bit and just let the head hang, making sure if your heels are off the ground that you place something underneath them, blanket or cushion or whatever you have available. Books are good as well. Let the head hang, let the body hang between the knees. Let the back of the hands rest on the ground, head is hanging forwards, breathing into the nostrils, out through the mouth. Just enjoy that feeling of being close to the earth, close to the ground. Good. Your feet are still on the ground. Okay. And then just take the hands behind you, come onto your bottom, hug the knees, face to the knees, and then we'll come into our little egg. So lifting the chest, shoulders back, back of the neck long, just leaning back into this slightly, but also just, it's almost like it's lifting up centrally as well, rather than leaning into it. We keep the chest coming forwards, and we keep the legs coming forwards towards us, and then either the toes on the ground or just off the ground for our little cosmic egg. Enjoy that feeling of balance. Maybe this, I'm finding it very still today, this one. Breathe, and then release. Good. Let's just come into a cross-legged position. If you prefer, you can do this with the legs outstretched. If you feel like, oh, my legs need to stretch, you can do this like this. We're going to stir the cauldron today. I think we're going to call it cauldron today. It feels good. So just rubbing the knees a little bit. Let's get ourselves ready, standing or sitting tall. Let's interlink the fingers, stretch the arms up, feel that length in the body, and then bring the hands down on the out breath. Hands on the knees or in front of you. If you really want to get into stirring, you can do that. And with the legs outstretched or cross-legged. Breathing in. As you breathe out, leaning forwards. As you breathe in, going backwards, inhaling. Exhaling is the front half of the circle. Inhaling the back half of the circle, or circus if you prefer to be in a circus, of your orbit. Breathing out, coming forwards, exhaling, inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you come forwards, inhaling. Good. Well, you can do this with the big stirring spoon. But keep the body upright. Try to make sure you're not pulling the arms forward. The chest is staying open if you're doing it this way. And come to center. Have a moment there. Breathe in again, lengthen. Again, you could be doing it this way as well. So I'm just going to demonstrate that one. Either here or here. Breathing out, coming forward. So we're going the other way. So inhaling, coming back. So we're going the opposite direction. Exhaling. Inhaling. Getting right to the edges of the cauldron that we have here. Stirring up something. Stirring up some good trouble. There is good trouble. Good. Breathing out, leaning forwards. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Coming forwards. Or with the hands on the knees. Let's do one more circuit. Come to center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Holding the ankles or the toes. Let's just do this little butterfly. Nice little movement. Simple. Just let the knees bounce up and down. So you can have the heels need to be as close to your groin as you feel is okay for you. And we'll just do this very gently. Lift the chest. Take the shoulders back as if you're leaning against the wall, back of the neck, nice and long. And then just let the knees bounce like a butterfly wings. Okay, just freeing up those hips a little bit and then just relaxing, being still. Keep lifting the chest, keep taking the shoulders back, back of the neck long. You feel the abdominals have to work here to keep that back nice and upright. And then release. Bringing the knees up, hug the knees once more. Good. And then we're going to just lay our body down. Extend the fingers towards the toes and breathe in and out as you slowly lower the body down. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, slowly as you can. See how slowly you can do this. And then when the back is down, the head reaches the ground, let go of everything. Let the feet fall out to the side, let the arms fall out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. Close your eyes for a moment, breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh of relief. Feel the ground again, back to the beginning. And let's just bend the knees and hug the knees for a moment. Maybe just draw a big circle with your knees, keeping them together. Extending the arms as you inhale. Breathing out, drawing the knees into the body as you exhale. Going in one direction. You can do this without your hands as well. We're just freeing it all up. And just bringing some ease into the body. Let's go in the other direction to make sure we've gone both ways. With or without the fingers there, holding gently. Or the hands, guiding those knees and just enjoying the feeling in the back. Hug the knees. Let's extend the legs and arms up to the ceiling. Just give them a little bit of ease. And let's rotate the wrists and ankles just to keep our attention on these things. And the other way. Freeing up the legs, taking the weight off the legs. Hug the knees again. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Just have the feet together, or the legs together, and away from the backside. Arms out to the side. We're going to do a lying twist, so breathing in. As you breathe out, the knees fall down. Try and keep the, imagine it's like one big foot, so you're keeping the sides of the feet together. And then let them roll over to the left and let the head roll over to the right. Relax the legs once they're there. And just breathe here for a moment. And just feel that twist in the spine. Give it a chance to release. A couple of breaths. And use the inhale to come up to center, lift the head to center, lift the knees to center. And exhaling, lower the knees down to the right, the head goes over to the left. Couple of breaths there. Long, slow breaths. Focusing on your spine.
Just feel that release. Use the inhale to lift the head to center, lift the knees to center. Just slide the legs away. Okay, we're going to come into a relaxation now. But first of all, just place the hands on the body wherever they want to go. Just, maybe it's the eyes, maybe it's the head, the throat, the heart, the abdominals, the belly, the hips, the waist, wherever they want to go. They'll find the right place to go. Cover yourself with a blanket and make yourself comfortable. And wherever your hands are, we are going to focus on the heart. So bring a focus of attention to your heart, a little heart meditation. And breathing. If you still feel there's any tension in the body, then a little releasing breath or two is good. So breathing into the nostrils. And out through the mouth. And then let the breath settle. Allow it to settle. Calm, quiet, soft, easy breath. And let that breath, maybe you can feel that in your chest. You can feel that space as you breathe in coming around the heart. It's very soft, very subtle. And as you breathe out, just let it rest. And just focusing on the space around your heart. Breath coming in and breath going out. Very soft. It's almost like this very, very subtle little heart massage. Breathing in and breathing out. And this is like a deep care for yourself. Allowing that breath as it just comes in and out. Just let it come in and out. No effort really with this breath. But we're bringing the focus of that breath to the space around the heart itself. And just allowing that breath in its own way just to gently fill, expand, create space, whatever is needed. Maybe it's just a little massage, or maybe it's just a gentle stroking of the heart. Or maybe it's an unraveling. Maybe it's a warmth there created by the breath, by the flow of the breath. And just keep watching that space, watching that subtle movement. So we come to the end of our practice for today. So gradually bring yourself back. Bring yourself back to seated. Maybe give yourself a good stretch. Breathe a little deeper. Maybe roll onto your side, hug your knees, do whatever feels good for you. Very slowly make your way to seated. Take your time. Just feel your body. Appreciate this body, this vehicle, this experiencing machine, this healing machine. Yeah, appreciate it. And then let's just rub the palms together and close the practice with the heart.
Bringing the hands to the heart center. So all that fire we felt, that fire we've kind of burned out and fired up and softened and massaged and created space. Now we just bring our attention back to the heart space and bring our attention to our intention, our sankalpa, our little promise to ourselves. And say those words to ourselves. Allow them to go deep into this space or the center of your heart. Say them a few times with real meaning. And know that it's heard by not just yourself, by your heart. Really heard. Good. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today.